Tonight. I hope you're good. How was your day? I hope you're good. Okay, today we're talking about avoidance. Yeah, and the topic here is why conflict is not the problem, avoidance is. Yeah, I'm not going to take much of your time tonight. Sorry about the noise. Generator. Sorry, guys. Okay, so many people think a healthy relationship is one without conflicts, but the truth is, every healthy relationship has conflict. The real danger is not conflict, it's avoidance. Some couples think that they're not supposed to fight in a relationship. Hi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Some couples think that when they fight, there's a problem or it's not a good thing for them to fight. But the truth is, conflict is inevitable. It's okay to fight. I mean, when you fight, you get to know your partner better, you get to know your relationship better. So the issue is not the conflict, it's avoiding the fight, avoiding the conflict, avoiding the conversation you're supposed to have after the conflict. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Hi, Sam. Good evening. Where are you watching from? Okay, we are talking about conflict and avoidance in a relationship. Why conflict is not the problem, right? Okay, I said here that conflict is normal, avoidance feels peaceful, but erodes intimacy. Growth requires engagement, not silence. Okay, thank you for joining, Sam. Please subscribe to my channel and like the live. All right, so I said conflict is normal in a relationship or in a marriage. It's normal for you to fight. It's normal, right? And avoidance feels peaceful but erodes intimacy. So when you avoid conflict, when you avoid the conversation you're supposed to have with your spouse, it erodes intimacy. And growth requires engagement, not silence. For you to grow in your relationship, for you to love your partner more, for you to know how to love your partner more, when there's conflict, you're supposed to engage each other. Speak, not silence. Okay? Okay, thank you, Sam. How is the UK? How is the cold? I hope you're good. Thank you for joining. Okay, so moving on, we're talking about healthy conflict versus unhealthy conflict, right? Healthy conflict, first of all, means both people feel emotionally safe. When you're emotionally safe with your partner or in a relationship, you're vulnerable. You can speak your mind. You feel safe. You feel okay, right, in that relationship. Secondly, is concerns are expressed respectfully in a relationship or in a marriage where there's healthy conflict or where there are healthy conflicts. Concerns are expressed respectfully. When your partner tells you, oh, this is how I'm feeling, or this is what I'm feeling, or I don't like this, I don't like that, they are expressed respectfully. You are not raising your voice at your partner or your spouse. You're not using foul language. You're not insulting them. You're not degrading them. No, that's not healthy conflict. But in healthy conflicts, concerns are expressed respectfully. There is a goal of understanding, not winning. We've talked about this several times, guys. If you've missed our previous live videos, go and watch them. You will learn a lot. Yeah, in a relationship or a marriage, the goal is understanding. You understand your partner, not you want to win, not you want to win, you want to win, right? That is healthy conflict. Healthy conflict means it says that we have a problem, but we are going to face it together. If there's a problem, if there's a conflict, we will face it together. That's what it means to have healthy conflicts. Hi, Faith. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Where are you watching from? Please like the live and subscribe to my channel. We are talking about conflict and avoidance in a marriage or in a relationship. Hi, Faith. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please like the live and subscribe. Okay, so moving forward, we're talking about unhealthy conflicts. Unhealthy conflict means that you guys are calling your you are name calling, you are stonewalling, name calling, you are insulting yourself, you are using foul language, you're you're using words, derogatory words, because you're fighting, because there's conflict. You're stonewalling, you're ignoring the conversation, you're just ignoring your partner, you're ignoring your spouse, right? And then there's the silent treatment. Unhealthy conflict, there's silent treatment. You give your spouse or your partner the silent treatment. That's unhealthy. You blame your partner, you blame your spouse, and you're always defensive. That's a very unhealthy conflict, right? And silence can be just as damaging as shouting. You might think that, oh, I want to be quiet, I don't want to say anything, I want to ignore my spouse. But guess what? Silence can be as damaging as shouting. If you keep quiet, if you ignore your partner, instead of you guys to talk about the issue, it's as damaging as you yelling or shouting. Unspoken issues don't disappear, they harden. So if there's a problem or there's a conflict, the first thing that comes to your mind is how to understand what is happening or what has happened. What has happened? Why is my spouse feeling this way? Why is my spouse unhappy? Why is my spouse moody? Try to understand them, not ignoring them, not avoiding the conversation or avoiding the conflict. The conflict is there already. Yes, let us face it. Okay? All right. So secondly, we're going to talk about why silence damages intimacy. We just spoke about it, that when you keep quiet in a relationship, or when there's a fight, it damages the relationship. We're going to talk about why. Silence avoids discomfort but creates distance, right? So now you think that the best thing to do or the best way to handle it is to keep quiet. But no, it creates distance. When there's a conflict and you're not speaking, there's a shift. There's a shift between both of you. And when there's a shift between both of you, there's resentment, there's emotional withdrawal, there's loss of safety. You cannot be close to someone you are constantly avoiding honesty with. There is no way you can be close with that person. There is no way you can be close with your spouse if you're constantly avoiding honesty. You're constantly avoiding the conversation. You are constantly avoiding it. There is no way you can grow. There is no way you can know your spouse better. There's no way you can know that relationship better. No way. Okay? All right, before I move forward, let me read what you guys are saying. Faith is saying that, what if my partner started it first and then I took action? Okay, so the thing is, what exactly are you talking about? What did he or she start? What is the issue? Yeah. So they've started the conflict, and then you took action. Maybe you want to stay by yourself for a little while to process all that has happened. Excuse me. To process all that has happened, right? No matter what the situation is in a relationship or in a marriage, the best way to resolve a conflict is for both of you to sit down and talk about it. So regardless of what the issue is, whoever starts what first, babe, I need us to talk about this thing. I need us to talk about it. Please, can we talk about it? You have to talk about it, because the more you ignore, the more you avoid the conversation, the more you try to run away from the conversation, the more damage it causes. Yeah? Okay. Sam is saying something. I won't have time to watch the whole thing, but I'll definitely check out your channel. Thank you for the advice. Have a good evening or afternoon. Okay, Sam, thank you so much for joining. Yes, you can watch it later when it's up on the channel. All right, Faith, I hope I answered your question, right? So no matter what, it's okay when there's when there's a conflict, whoever it is that caused the conflict, whoever, it's okay for you to take out time to maybe reflect what has happened, what is happening, why am I feeling this way, or why did my partner behave the way he or she has behaved, right? And then you come back to talk about it, because if you don't talk about it, I mean, it festers. You begin to resent your partner. You just start resenting them. You're just angry, right? So the best way is for you to talk about it, communicate about it, and you just see that it's misunderstanding. Maybe somebody does not understand the other person, or somebody is thinking this way, or the other person is thinking that way, and that's not it, right? First, listen to your spouse. Let's talk about it. Let me hear your side of the story. Let me hear your side of the story. What exactly is happening? What happened? Why are we here? Okay, I hope I answered your question, Faith. Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining. Please like the live and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so we're talking about repair now. So repair over perfection, right? Healthy couples are not conflict free, they are repair focused. We've spoken about this, that in a relationship or in a marriage, it's normal for you guys to fight. Fight is inevitable, conflict is inevitable. You are two people coming from different family, coming from different backgrounds, and you're trying to come together, to merge together. So there is no way there will be conflicts one way or another, right? So don't go into a relationship or into a marriage and think that, oh, my spouse and I are not supposed to fight. It's a normal thing for you to fight. In fact, when you fight, you get to understand each other better, you get to know each other better than ignoring the fight or avoiding the fight, right? Okay, so what repair looks like when you want to repair after conflict, right, is you apologize without excuses. You clarify your intent. Yeah, Faith. I hope Faith is still here. You clarify your intent. What exactly were you intending to do, or you wanted to do that brought us here? Right? You clarify your intent, and then you return to the conversation after emotions settle. Yeah, that's what I said. That yes, your partner has hurt you, or they've done something you do not like. It's okay to take out time to, just reflect. Just take yourself out, maybe take a walk, listen to music, cook if you love cooking, read a book. Just do something so that you don't say what you don't mean, right? But return to the conversation after emotions settle, after you're okay. Return to the conversation, then talk about it, then just trash things out. Okay, I said here that trust is not built by never hurting each other, it is built by how quickly and sincerely you repair. You need to repair. Fight is inevitable. You will fight. It's normal. Everyone fights. Siblings fight. Father and mother fight. Siblings fight. Colleagues fight. Husband and wife fight. Friends fight. Everyone fights. But the most important thing is how you're quickly and sincerely able to repair. Okay? I said conflict handled well builds trust. When there's a conflict and both of you sit each other down and you talk about it and you trash things out, you build trust. You trust yourselves. You trust your relationship. You trust that when there's an issue, we will talk about it. We'll trash it out. But when both of you, when you ignore the conflict, sorry about this light is flickering. Sorry guys. Right? So try to ensure you handle your conflict well so that both of you can trust each other. Okay? So I want to ask this guy, I want to ask you guys these questions. How do you handle conflict in your relationship? Do you address issues or do you bury them? Are you always avoiding conflicts to keep peace or to avoid discomfort? Does silence feel safe or lonely for you? Do you feel safe when you're quiet, or do you feel lonely? Think about it. Just reflect about these questions. I said peace that requires silence is not peace. it's avoidance. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Speak up. Express yourself. Okay? Okay? A relationship that can survive honest conversations can survive many seasons. Where you can sit together and talk and address your issues, no matter what comes your way, both of you will be able to trash it out. Both of you will be able to sit through it and talk it through. And if you're unable to talk it through together, it's okay to seek help. Reach out. See a counselor. See a counselor. Okay? Okay? I hope you guys have learned something tonight. I hope you've learned something that it's not okay to avoid conflict or avoid conversation when there's a conflict, right? It's better for you to sit down together and talk it through. Okay? I hope you've learned something. All right, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, guys. My name is Damilola Gloville. I'm a married counselor. I help couples enjoy marriage, and I prepare single for a fulfilled married life. If you need help, please reach out to me. In the description box, there's a link to book a session and to also get my books. My book, Fight Like a Winner, it's a book on conflict resolution. I should have it somewhere here. It's not here. It's a book on conflict resolution to help you communicate effectively, resolve conflicts amicably, and it helps you to face the issue, tackle the issue, not your spouse, not your partner. You guys should read it. Everyone should read Fight Like a Winner. The link is going to be in the description box, and it's available on Seller. You can get the soft copies on Seller, and also the hard copies. There's a WhatsApp number where you can reach out, send a message to get your copies. And then the King's Guide for guys, it's actually for everyone really, but I wrote it majorly for guys to help you to know to be the desired husband material for your spouse, for your partner, to be the king that you ought to be, that you are. And for ladies, for you to know the type of man you would say yes to. So you guys should read the King's Guide. The link is going to be in the description box. That brings us to the end of today's video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye, guys.